One of the things I'm super interested in is what motivates people to do the things that they do. And a big reason why I'm into this is because as a person whose job for a living is to persuade people to do things, I have to figure it out. And the main thing I've figured out over 12 years of coaching is that people want to feel important. That's it. What motivates people to do things is so that they feel important. Now, usually, there's one of two ways people do things to feel important. Either one, they go out into the world and they create something for others to enjoy. They go out, they pay attention to the world, they create value for others. That way, others can enjoy the benefits of their hard work. But the other way people go about doing it is by tearing other people down. Now, the way people tear people down could be a few ways. They could actually go out of their way to create physical harm to other people, or they could do it by just simply using words, criticism. Like there's a lot of power in criticism because for a lot of people, they can't take it. So, for instance, if I go out into the world and I want to feel important, an easy way for me, my ego, to feel important is to actually criticize somebody else and get a group of people to jump on that bandwagon to tear the other person or tear the other thing down. And I'm super fascinated with this because since I've been on social media since like late 2019. And I've been posting for a really long time, for about 7 years now. And for the last 7 years, I spent anywhere from 7 to 25 hours a week creating content for free. For free. I didn't start getting paid from social media until maybe August of last year. So for about maybe 6 years, I was just posting free content online to help people. And of course, it's for me too, because over those years of posting stuff for free online, people have reached out, particularly people that lived in the New York area, and they wanted me to work with them, which is great. So there is a payoff when I was posting on social media for free. However, now I have a bigger audience. With the 3 platforms I'm working with, it's over 1 million people. And the amount of opinions that I see over the last maybe 2 years in particular that get thrown at me because they feel the need to say something, particularly mean things, criticize me, critique me, telling me what I should do. The main reason why they're doing that is because they believe they're important. They're trying to feel important by trying to tear somebody else down. And the first time it was like really weird for me, like because it's happened before. It's happened along the last 7 years. People come at me and say words, mean things, and it doesn't bother me at all. I have a pretty good backbone. Anybody that knows me will tell you that. Like words really don't bother me, but I'm always intrigued by why people do it. But the fascination I have with it is how far out of their way people will go to feel important by tearing somebody else down. And I'll give you one example. Very interesting. Well, maybe 18 months ago, I had a lady, she DM'd me, and she said to me in the DMs, I can't believe you, of all people, would follow this person, would follow this person's content. And the person she mentioned, by the way, and I'm not gonna mention who she mentioned, she doesn't follow the person. But she was disappointed in me. She felt the need to reach out to me and tell me she's disappointed that I follow this particular creator. And I looked at my following and I'm like, damn, I follow about 500 people. So that tells me that she decided to go into my follower list and actually check out who it is that I'm following. And the fact that she didn't like that I followed somebody, felt the need to actually DM me, message me, and tell me how dare I follow this person. And I'm just like, first of all, who has that kind of time? But my idea here, the idea to me is like, why would you do that? She really believes that her opinion is important. Her opinion is important. She felt the need to tell me. And I'm always intrigued by this because recently, I'll give you some more examples. Recently, my YouTube videos. I'm almost close to getting monetized. Really, really close. I hit over 3,000 hours, which is a particular area. And once you hit over 3,000 hours, YouTube decides to put ads on your videos, right? Now, at the 3,000 hour mark, I have no control of the ads they put on. People don't know this. It's not until I hit the 4,000 hour mark on YouTube where I actually start getting paid and I actually control the ads. So I saw a couple of comments where people were like, you know, it was like a meditation video where it was like, this could have been good. This actually sucked though because of all the ads. It's too bad you're only in it for the money. And I'm like, okay, I've been creating content for 5 or 6 years for free, spending 7 to 25 hours a week creating content. I work a job where the amount of work I do, you don't even want to know. It's a lot more than probably 95% of people, the amount that I actually work. But I spend my free time for years creating content for free, giving out value. And my free content, a lot of people will tell you this, my free content that I post on YouTube, particularly my long format videos, my guided meditations, my stretches, it's better than most people's paid content. How do I know this? Because I also get kind messages like that. And I really appreciate the kind messages because they'll tell me about other creators who are in my niche, let's say the healing somatic world, that they tell me what they paid for. And I go, oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad that my free content is better than most paid content. So I go about my business, right? And the thing that is intriguing to me is now that the ads are getting popped up, I saw one particular person, she must have commented on like 5 of my videos. Like she felt the need to comment on all my meditation videos, telling me about the ads. And then what she decided to do was tell me a little story in the comment section saying that, you know, she's a healer herself. And as an energetic healer, she likes to test other meditations. And because of me putting people into an alpha state, I'm actually harming people because healing takes place in the alpha state. And she also saw that I made a video, because I made a video in response to this saying, hey, I have no control right now. I haven't hit 4,000 hours. I can't control where the ads are at now. Now I'm close, but I'm not getting paid by YouTube. I'm not getting paid by YouTube yet. Now, when I could control the ads and I could put the ads in the appropriate place, particularly in the beginning of the video and the end of the video, I get it. Meditation. You're 6 minutes in, you're in a nice zoned alpha state, like she called it. You're in the theta state. You're in the healing frequency state where you're open. And then all of a sudden a loud ad comes up. It's disturbing. But what I said was in a YouTube short I made, because she saw that, because she responded to that. I said, hey, real life is disturbing. The reason why a lot of meditation practices don't work is because most meditation practices, they go into a comfortable environment and there's no distractions and they get locked in, they zone in. They get into their theta, alpha wave states where their brain and their heart goes into a coherent state. This is beautiful. Well, how I responded was real life is messy. Real life is disturbing. Real life is not gonna go the way you want it to. It's not gonna be the perfect conditions. But she responded to that too, like saying that, you know, me talking about stress tests is kind of like bullshit, whatnot, like you're just trying to defend your actions. Other meditation channels have done it. And my response is, if you watch the whole video, I explained it. I said, right now I have no control of it. I'm not at the 4,000 hour mark on YouTube. I'm at the 3,000 hour mark where I could start to fill out the application, but I have no control of the ads right now. But the fact that this woman decided to, one, tell me her story about her being the healer, but the fact that she left 5 comments or a few comments on different types of videos is amazing to me. And I'm like, why, what motivates her to do that? Oh, because she wants to feel important. Now, her being the healer, because she said she's a healer, you could tell she's not healed. You could tell she's not clear, because why is it that you took the time out of your day to comment on somebody else's video, to try to tear them down? Maybe she's just trying to give me feedback. I get that. But the idea here is, if I don't like something, if something bothers me, I just stop listening to the video. Like, I'm always amazed. Like, recently there was a roast on Netflix with what's his name, Kevin Hart, and the amount of people that get disturbed. You're watching the roast, and then people say, "Oh, racism, homophobia." That's the idea. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Change the channel. Can you be healed enough? Can you be an adult enough to make a decision to change the channel? Don't click on their face. You know what it's about. But people are literally going places to try to get themselves disturbed. They're going to places to get themselves disturbed. And then they want to complain about the fact that they're disturbed. Just make a decision to not go. So with the woman, when she was commenting, like, she commented on a few of my videos, and I'm like, miss, why? You're a healer. You're a practitioner. What are you teaching your clients? When you don't like something, say something? Like, I'm not a big believer in that. When I don't like something, I don't have to say something. Unless it's actually causing me physical harm. Physical harm, I'm not going to say nothing. Somebody says something I don't like, oh well, deal with it. I realize if somebody says something that offends me, there's a blockage within me that I need to work on. I take responsibility for it. But going back to what motivates people, everybody's trying to feel important. And it's sad. It's really, really sad that in 2026, how many people think they're important by tearing other people down? How many people feel important because they could criticize other people? And I've never in my life left a negative comment on somebody else's content, particularly free content. Like, I really wish, sometimes that people did certain positions. Like, for instance, I really wish everybody did like a waiter job or a DoorDash where you get paid based off tips, based off service. So you can understand what that feels like. Because most people have never done that job. A waiter, a bartender, maybe a sales job. Like, I'm amazed, like when I worked in sales as a trainer at the big gyms, the amount of clients, they don't realize that I don't get paid just to be there. So when you cancel on me 2 hours before the session, I'm charging you. Why am I charging you? Because then I don't get paid for that hour. And then they'll ask me, let's say it's at 7 o'clock in the morning. The session's at 7 o'clock in the morning. They go, well, when's your last session? I go, well, I'm done at 12. Well, put me for 12. No. And they used to get mad at me because I'm like, no, why not? Because I don't want to be at work any longer than I have to be. I have a family. I also have a life. Can you think about me for once? So I'm amazed at the amount of people, like, I'll give you more stories as a massage therapist. The amount of clients that you go to their house and you get the sessions at 6 and you get there at 5:45 as a massage therapist. I set up my table. I come to your house. I'm coming to your house. And a lot of times during this time, I was charging a price equivalent to the spa, maybe even a little cheaper. So I'm coming to you. I got the table set up by 5:50. It's 6 o'clock. The session's set for 6 o'clock. It's scheduled from 6 to 7. And the client is on the phone to 6:15, 6:20. And then when they get on the table, I massage them for 35, 40 minutes. And they go, wait, I paid for an hour. And I go, no. You paid until 7 o'clock. Well, do you have a client after this? It doesn't matter. I got a girlfriend at home. I got a mother and father that I got to care for. It's not about you. you're not that important to me. You're not that important to me. And I realize, as a 36-year-old man, I'm not that important. I'm not that important. It's amazing to me how many people who, these pages that I have quite a bit of followers. I've never felt that important. I've never, ever felt that important. I never felt the need to speak on anything. But for some reason, people feel like if you have a nice size following, you should be speaking on things you have no idea about. The amount of people that listen to celebrities for advice, like how? Why would you listen to celebrities? Why? Majority of them are not any smarter than you. They just happen to have a particular talent that you don't have, that you didn't maximize on. So what I'm asking you to do is figure out what motivates you. And please, the thing that motivates you should be I go out into the world and create value for others, for other people to benefit. And by doing that, I should be able to receive just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like the amount of people that complain about people who are rich is like, I get it. But rich people thought, the people that are actually doing well, the only reason why they're rich is because there's people buying from them. There's people that's consuming their products. Why are they rich? Because they figured out that there's a market. They provided the value to the market to make our lives more easier, more convenient, more attractive, better. That's the only reason why there's rich people. That's the only, yes, I get it. There's evilness. There's some freaking people that are just evil. But for the most part, your typical millionaire who has a small business, he's not out there screwing people over. He's out there thinking, like me, somebody like me, who for 5 or 6 years was trying to build something 7 to 25 hours a week, working on creating free content. So hopefully eventually, he get paid a little bit. Because the amount of people that give me shit for, I sell an anxiety release course. It's a 4-week course, 102 videos for $47. And the amount of people that give me shit, like, why would you charge $47? If you really want to help the world, you should give it free. If you really want to help the world, you should give it free. Well, I have a bunch of YouTube videos, free. I post a bunch of Instagram videos, free. I've posted 6 years of content for free. And guess what? I don't feel important. But the idea is, I don't know how much money do you think I actually see on a $47 product. I live in New York. There's state tax, there's city tax, there's federal tax, there's self-employment tax, there's sales tax per country that gets bought from. So for instance, I just recently had to pay like $800 to the UK off of some sales tax that I didn't even realize I had to pay for. Sales tax. So I'll just name it: sales tax, state tax, city tax, self-employment tax, federal tax. How much do you think I'm making off of $47? And I have a business partner. So we're going half and half on what? What's that? $23. Then I'm getting state, city, self-employment tax, all of these taxes, sales tax, federal tax. And you think I'm getting rich off of a $23 that I see coming in that's getting taxed by 5 different things? But for me, it's so interesting. If anything, what I want you to get out of this message is realize that you're not that important. I'm not that important. We're not that important. What motivates us shouldn't be to go out into the world and criticize and leave negative feedback for others. I get it. Leave feedback. Leave feedback. But just giving feedback based off your opinion, you're not that important. If you really, really want to feel important, please go out into the world, go create value, and make other people's lives easier. It feels more satisfying too. So hopefully this message resonated. It was kind of fun for me. I enjoyed it. It's a little distracted. There's a lot of noise going around. But leave any feedback in the comment section if you made it this far. Peace.